Well, Happy New Year. Hope you are enjoying your start to 2026. I'm so thankful for everything that God did last year, and to be honest, I am freaking out a bit for everything that we're needing God to do this year. I have an amazing story that I want to share with you about our girls, but before I do, I also want to welcome those of you who are brand new to our prayer team. That we recently jumped up to 270 adults who have signed up, who have registered to journey with us over the next 9 months, and I can't tell you how encouraging that is for our family. Two things I want to throw your way this week. The first one is this. We just went public on Instagram and Facebook announcing that a brand new life-giving church is coming to Walker, Michigan. Will you pause this video and will you share one of our posts on those platforms? Come back and press play to pray with us. That you might be in South Bend or Ogden or San Dimas, Vero Beach, Vermilion, but you might have a connection to someone who has a connection to someone here in Walker, Michigan, and your post could be the way they find out. The second one is this. We are in the first week of 21 days of prayer, and churches all over the country are tithing their year to God, spending these first 3 weeks focused on Him, that we don't just hit the ground running, that we actually believe that God has a plan for this year, and the closer we get to Him, the more aligned we can be. That brings me to the story that I want to tell you about our girls. If you've watched any of our previous videos, you know that the number one struggle so far has been finding an opening in regards to school in the GR area that has a slot for both of our girls. Mel's reached out to 8 or 9 and they all have one slot for one or one slot for the other or no slots at all. And we've been waiting for weeks on a school in Walker that we're on the waiting list for, but there's been no movement around the holidays. Mel asked me earlier this week what to say to them if they called. And I just said, just take our name off. There's no way that a family's gonna opt out now that we're past the holidays. So Mel found another school in Southeast Grand Rapids that has spots for both of our girls, but it's Southeast Grand Rapids. It's opposite of Walker, which is Northwest Grand Rapids, where we wanna be. But it was literally our only option. So we registered, we booked a tour for this coming Monday. And minutes after I hit submit on all of our documents releasing our girls' authorization to the school in Southeast Grand Rapids, Mel gets a call from the school in Walker saying that that day a 3rd grade family opted out, that they're moving, and now there's a spot for Nora. There's a verse in Proverbs 16, verse 9 that says this. It says, the human mind plans the way, but the Lord directs the steps. Think about that for your 2026. That you've likely got a plan. I've got a plan for this year, a well-laid plan. The problem is that God is not overly interested in our plans. You know what He wants more? He wants you, He wants me, He wants our time, our heart, our willingness to follow Him wherever He leads. As far as our girls go, I'm hoping that it's God's plan that they end up in that Walker school, that we can start to meet families and build relationships and invite them into what God is doing, where we can plant roots, build relationships, and impact people, invite them into what God is doing in Walker. But I can't say one way or another until God leads. So if you're willing, I want you to pray this prayer for yourself and for us. For God to lead you and guide you into what you have for this year. Direct me, order my steps, because you and I, we don't want to miss out on anything that God has set aside for us in 2026. Thank you so much for praying. Have a great week. We'll see you here to pray again next week.